Okay, hello dear friends, good evening, such a beautiful, beautiful evening. So I will use this jasmine rice to make rice pudding. So I have jasmine rice, 1 cup, and half a cup or 1 cup of sugar, and some ground cinnamon, and vanilla bean streak, and I will use some whole milk, and at the same time I will add up some whipping cream because this is extra creamy. And why do I use this jasmine rice? Jasmine rice, please excuse me for the background noise. We are dishwashing our plates. So jasmine rice is very fragrant. In Chinese, we call it 香米, fragrant rice. And the name jasmine rice, it's by itself is very fragrant, right? And this rice is thin, long, and with some starch, but not too much starch. And it's relatively easy to digest. It's not like eating a little cube of pearl balls. No, not like that. This is jasmine rice. It's relatively soft, and my friend needs it because some not have the strongest digestion system, so this will be perfect. So I will first clean it and turn on the fire. So I have cleaned it up. Now I will put into the pot and with a little bit of water. So first we put all the rice in. So there are different ways of doing it. Some people first put in, burn some butter and make some caramel. That is also a very good method. But this one particularly, I want to make it very easy to digest. There is no fire in it. You know, in Chinese cooking, there is something not really superstitious. We treat all the food as a part of the energy system. If you burn it, if you stir fry it, if you fry it, there is a lot of direct heat into the rice, into the food. So whenever we have someone not in the best health or someone that needs something tender and easy, we do not stir fry, we do not fry, we boil it. Boil something with not the strongest fire, with medium strong fire, and let the heat come out slowly is one of the typical Chinese way, or I think this is internationally. It's one of the typical way of treating someone with care, because we use the least extra fire into the food. We input the least fire into the food. And it's a little bit about Chinese philosophy. So I cover it up. At the same time, I can tell you. So, for example, if someone is having some fever or getting too much heat in the body system, we usually do not make fried food. We boil a bowl of soup, a bowl of rice, and make it into congee. Actually, rice pudding is one kind of rice congee, but instead of putting plain water, we put milk, put sugar to make it more delicious. And that is the method. And I use cold water. Another thing about cooking is do not use hot water. You want to let the heat start from the beginning stage. You want the food get the temperature increase exactly the same time as the exterior. So there is no unsynchronized. There is no out of sync of the rice, of the soup, of anything. So that is the way we are going to do it. I can turn it around a little bit, but usually it's not so necessary. And another thing, you use plain water to start. Do not use milk. And this is my way of doing it. We do not start cooking rice with milk, because the temperature of milk, its boiling point, is too sensitive, and milk has a layer of kind of gluey, too much substance. It covers up, so the rice cannot be cooked through. The important thing, cook through the rice, at least it gets enough heat to kill the bacteria, to let it soften, to make everything work, and then put in milk. Do not start with milk. Some people like to do it. It's their way. My way, I do not do it that way. I do not put milk first. I make the rice. If you do not have cooked rice, if you do not want to start too complicated, start like this. Get some plain rice in the food takeaway. Just do not get the Japanese sushi rice, because there is vinegar in it, there is flavoring in it. You want pure steamed rice, plain steamed rice, and then you put in milk or cream. I will put the milk into the refrigerator. And also, cooking rice is a question of time. Rice, my family, we have different people from different cultural background. So some cultural background cook rice much faster. It makes me very uncomfortable. Cooking rice needs at least 20 minutes. In my home, when I grown up, we know when we cook some rice, it's a big deal. It must be half an hour, 1 hour in advance. Now I came to America. Now I came outside of China and seeing some other people talk about the science of cooking. I remember there was one cookbook, a cooking authority, said that cooking rice needs at least 17 minutes. Anyway, cooking rice needs time, no question about it. It needs to get the water into the rice, and then the water inside the rice reaching to boiling point, reaching to cooking point. That takes time. Pure rice, without pure dried rice, without soaking into water, it cannot be cooked through. It needs to be totally in the water. It is actually the water is boiling. The water inside the rice is boiling. Now let's take a look. It looks better now. I will use a much stronger spatula. How many minutes we get? So we use very slow fire and let it cook. This is 11 minutes already, almost there. See, the rice is getting there. Now we can start to put the spice, the milk. This is the time to put in the milk. Okay. Just let it, bring it to a boil, and do not need to use too strong fire. Just use medium strong fire, and put in the milk, the liquid, one at a time. And you want to scrape the bottom. Now we can start to put some cinnamon, ground cinnamon. Okay, that is enough. And we want to avoid the sticky bottom, so we do not put sugar right now. Let it cook. See you in 10 minutes, and I am preparing. I will use a slower fire. This way it does not stick to the bottom. See, this fire is slower or smaller than it, so the edge will not get stucky. Now we will put a piece of vanilla. You can see it here. Can you see it? Okay, you can see it. So these are the vanilla. Put in the pot, and this one, this is enough, and this is very, very precious. Okay, so this one, do we throw it away? We do not throw it away. We put this one in the pot, and at the very end we take it. So this one, we put it in. Every single drop of vanilla is precious. Just let it cook. There is a little bit of vanilla in the water, and I will keep on stirring from time to time. This one, we will cover it up and put it back. Okay, not very much we need to do. We can do just wait it, and every 5 to 10 minutes add some water, add some cream until it is totally good. And usually for this cook, it takes half an hour to 1 hour. Over 1 hour, the rice will be just too mushy, lost its texture. And lower than 20-30 minutes, it may not be good. And you just get that feeling. It also depends on the fire. So I would say 30 minutes, get a thorough check. You know it's stop or not. Below 30 minutes, you can be a little bit creative. Okay, oh, look at it. Because there is starch, so now let's take a look. Now let me clean up this food. And I will put the fire very slow. Make sure there is no sticky bottom. And we will put in the sugar at the very end. Still, there is big chance to put in milk. So 1 cup of rice goes with 3 cups of milk. Is a little bit a pleasant texture. And 4 cups of milk is good. It's a little bit more runny. And 2 cups of milk is just too gluey, not very pleasant. Now we put second round of milk. And at the very end, we will put in some cream. And never use strong fire, just use slow fire. It's a labor of love, because you love your children, you love your family, you love your friend, you love the one you care about. So keep on stirring. Okay, that's it. in 10-20 minutes. There is a little bit of sticky bottom happening. I do not like to see it, but just understand it's a natural thing, right? Because we are cooking something. If there is no sticky bottom, you know that they may not do it the right way, right? Keep on. See you later, alligator. Okay, now let me. Look at it. It's absolutely delicious. And you can see the black vanilla piece. Can you see it? Okay. Bon appetito. Oh, too much. Okay, that is it. Now we will do a testing, okay? Okay, hello dear friends. So I put into the bottle, already bottled, and this one I will put into my little container for today, tomorrow's consumption. Now it's boiled, and the thing about it is that when you want to put make it more liquidy, just add some milk or add some cream, and eventually the rice still keeps on expanding even if there is water. When it gets cooled down in the little jar, it will be very sticky. Still will be very sticky. Now we put it in, totally stop the fire. We are good with it. Just make sure the rice is not so runny. So we put the rice on the bottom first, and then we put in the liquid. Not so necessary, but doesn't hurt to do this. The very last one is always less pretty, but you get the idea. There is nothing less delicious in it. So this way, how do we serve it? We can put some sea salt caramel sauce. We can put some sea salt caramel sauce on top of it, or put some sugar and put into the oven. Put it into the refrigerator, and when you want to eat it, it can be eaten cold because there's no butter. I didn't put any butter. And you can also put into the oven, finally heat a little bit, whichever way you choose to do it. Thank you very, very much. I love you. I really do. Oh, this one is already sucked in. This one is still too hot. I love you. I really do. Do, 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 do. Go, go, bye, bye. Look at it. It's so good. Cannot help but enjoy it. Look at it. The longer it is, the more sticky it will be. See, this one is even more sticky. Rice pudding, so very easy. It's a labor of love, and only this. Bye bye, friends. Just the perfect, not too sweet, just perfect.